Today in daily in crypto show. Obviously, we have a lot of great news that I want to cover with you today. Very exciting times for us to be alive. How are you guys doing? We are live on Facebook right now as well. Vitaly Dubin is here, founder and creator of Bitcoin's Walls Club system, where we are helping people become crypto millionaires. And this is Today in Crypto Show, Friday. A lot of cool things that are going on the marketplace. We're continuing this amazing development of blockchain projects, and all the cryptocurrency market is on the rise today. So today we'll cover a handful of news and see what is going on in the Bitcoin marketplace, where Bitcoin is headed, where Ethereum is headed, what is going on with the Telegram and its ICO, and we're going to see the state of affairs for what is happening so far with ICO. So let's get started. I want to start as always with the market. What is going on right now? $457 billion, guys. This is the current marketplace, and I've been telling you over and over again, we are going to see $4 trillion in the next year or two in the market cap, and it will reach $40 trillion. So it can 100x over the next several years. So we're really just in the beginning. We are just a dot in the map, so to speak, when you compare the market capitalization of stocks and gold and all the other asset classes. We have 8 new cryptocurrencies added into the marketplace. Bitcoin is trading now at $9,713. It touched $9,800 and definitely approaching the $10,000, the coveted $10,000 bounce back. So we are seeing 5.38% change on Bitcoin. Ethereum, very bullish, rise of 11.14% in the last 24 hours, almost touching $800. And we're both bullish. I'm both bullish, and a lot of people are bullish both on Bitcoin and Ethereum, saying that Bitcoin can reach 20,000 plus, all the all-time highs since the last year in December, and Ethereum can reach $2,500, and I've seen and heard other people say even $15,000 for one Ethereum. Some people are more crazy bullish on Ethereum, but I believe somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000 is definitely possible this year for Ethereum. If Ripple is up, Bitcoin Cash, lots of cool things happening with Bitcoin Cash. I'll cover that as well today. It's trading currently at $1,500. EOS lost some steam, so it's on a down term. You can have some EOS in your portfolio over the long term. I'm not sure where EOS is headed, but it's a very interesting project. It's called Ethereum on steroids, right? Cardano, Litecoin is up, Stellar is up. A lot of the cryptocurrencies are up. You can of course look at the BTC value here as well, compared to Bitcoin. And because the Bitcoin is going up, other cryptocurrencies in terms of Bitcoin are dropping in value. As you can see, EOS, the Bitcoin Cash is actually dropping in value. Stellar, IOTA, Tron, Neo, a lot of the cryptocurrencies are dropping in value in relation to Bitcoin, because this is how it happens. Bitcoin becomes more valuable, and thus it requires less of the Bitcoin to buy the other cryptocurrency. So this is what is happening in the market. We have the biggest gainers and losers. Kryptonite 194%, Lipan 111%. Triple digits for some of the coins and double digits for other coins. Of course, there is also the bigger losers. How can we not mention what is going up is also going down as well? So this is the state of affair. We've seen Bitcoin spike to $9,800 for the moment, and according to Mehdi Greenspan, he's definitely seen it getting back to $20,000 peak that we've seen at a minimum. So what is going on with the ICOs, guys? 46% of this year's ICOs launch was nothing more than an idea. So what does it mean? Well, if you take a look at this chart, a lot of the ICOs, 46% of them starts with nothing more than just an idea, a white paper, and that's it. So they first do the crowdfunding and get funds, right, from investors, from the private sale and then the public sale, and then after that they code, right? After that, they hire the development team and all of that, because recruiting developers and writing codes cost a lot of money. So first, they do the crowdfunding and then coding later. Only 15% in the alpha phase, 11% of the beta phase. Only 26% of the ICOs have reached the MVP, the minimal viable product, and this is where you really want to put more of your focus in this area, in this green MVP, and even those projects that already started the coding process, right? 0.5% of the ICOs. So you need to see the needle in this whole space of ICO. There's a lot of them coming all the time, so just be careful. ICOs are a risky business. It also is very lucrative, so it's high risk and high reward type of investment. Investors seen diminishing returns so far for the ICOs, because the way that they look at this in 2018, obviously it has not reached its full potential, a lot of the ICOs. But according to the stats that we have right now, 83% of the tokens listed in the first quarter of this year traded below their ICO price. So what does it mean? A lot of the ICOs you can actually buy when they're listed on the exchanges at below the price level of the ICO itself, which of course making the crowdfunding losing its purpose. The whole purpose of ICO is getting into the token before it's listed on the exchanges to get a better deal. And sometimes, even if you are doing private sale, private funding for the ICO for the best price, it does not guarantee that it's going to be traded on the open market when it hits the open market at the price above the ICO, right? There is a lot of ICO projects that are successful, and there are a lot of them that are not successful as well. Okay. Also, we're seeing that 119 of 219 crypto funds that are actively operating. 9 funds closed in the first quarter of this year, including crypto fund. Okay, we expect more funds may be closed in the future due either inefficiency or legal problems with regulator. And nevertheless, we still have we're overseeing $28 billion in assets. So my suggestion and advice for you: really do your own research and see which are the ICOs if you're going to invest into ICOs. For example, in 3T Network, they have a whole research team behind ICOs that are providing reports. You can definitely use that as a customer. And it doesn't mean that they are right 100% of the time, but they're damn good, okay, with what they're doing and analyzing the ICOs. And definitely better to invest here a lot of the times than just an ICO with the idea. Now, Telegram has done a huge ICO and raised $1.7 billion. It's one of the largest ICOs, initial coin offerings, by the very popular app Telegram that all of us are using, probably, and love the anonymity of Telegram. Now, Pavel Durov, who is actually the founder of Telegram, he's basically his Telegram was banned in Russia, and there is a lot of protests going on in Russia because of that, because people love the app, because he refused to give the government the details of the people who are using Telegram. But he has a massive 200 million users, guys, that are using Telegram. And now he says, well, we're not going to do the public ICO. We raised enough money from the private investors. Actually, 81 investors invested over total $850 million into ICO. Another 850 million from 94 investors in a second private deal. So they raised a lot of money. They don't need to now do a public ICO. and most likely they're going to improve upon the Telegram services. So you'll see Telegram may improve, and what they're really looking at to is create a Telegram open network to have a digital payments platform to compete with the likes of Bitcoin Core, right? To create their own cryptocurrency, obviously. And the network, which will be built using blockchain ledger technology, of course, can become the Visa MasterCard alternative for a new decentralized economy. So those are the plans for Telegram. Most likely you were not lucky enough or to be part of those investors in $1.7 billion raising in Telegram. But if you were hoping to see it public life, it's not going to be. Now Peter Thiel, who is the Founders Funds owner startup, he is like a big investor in the space, and he's bringing big investors with his new startup called Tagomi. Now Tagomi is going to basically assist the institutional investors to come in and invest into the cryptocurrencies on a bigger level, on bigger scale. So when that's going to happen, we're going to, of course, see more and more institutional investors come in and make it simpler for them to buy large quantities of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which in turn will drive the prices up. So you can see the correlation there. They already gathered around $15 million in funding so far, and it seems to be a project that's going to succeed, and that in turn will bring more institutional investors in. Okay, the biggest brokerage firms like Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs, they're opening their crypto trading desks. Okay, so it's only a matter of time until we're going to see a big explosion, a big boom in the whole, another boom. Like it's never not been booming so far. You're going to see another boom in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. Now Reddit, one of the first big communities that started talking about Bitcoin. They start accepting Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum once again. And basically it's a perk that allows people to disable ads and customize their avatar. So they have a huge customer base, of course, with Reddit. So having them accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum as a payment is definitely good for the whole ecosystem. Now, interestingly enough, about mining, guys, we are now able to mine from 21 miles above the earth, which is really awesome, to celebrate their belief that their Bitcoin is going to reach $35,000 this year. They actually took a hydrogen balloon and raised it to 35,000 meters above the earth, and they started mining right there in the sky. And they connected computer and battery and all of that stuff, and satellite transmitter for data communication, and they reached 330 mega hashes per second, guys. Which is really exciting. Bitcoin in space. So this whole project started a conversation that maybe one day we'll be using the solar energy, guys, from the sun in order to mine Bitcoin, which is going to, of course, reduce the energy costs associated with proof of work and mining Bitcoin that we are seeing right now, which is extremely energy intensive. So if we are succeeding this, we'll see even higher and higher adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies around the world, because the cheaper the mine is, the more profitable it is to mine Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin Cash, we're seeing a lot of good news about Bitcoin Cash, guys. It's rising over 139% over the past 6 months, and the hard fork is looming. Okay, they are going to increase the block size to 32 megabytes, which means the transactions are going to be faster, and the difficulty is lower, so it's only 15% of the Bitcoin difficulty, and it's 3% more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash today. So the hard fork is exciting news for the Bitcoin Cash proponents and community, and the whole infrastructure and support are improving significantly with Bitcoin Cash. We have also blockchain wallet announced that Bitcoin Cash balances are now visible in iOS mobile wallets. So overall, what it all means, that the Bitcoin Cash can go up in value, right? And the hard fork is May 15th, so we are just 11 days from the hard fork. So it's not a bad idea to stash up a little bit of Bitcoin Cash and see where it takes you. Of course, not a financial advice, but we're seeing good stuff happening with Bitcoin Cash overall, and the improvement of block size means that the transactions are going to be faster. And blockchain technology is getting everywhere, including the football. So they're definitely looking at the blockchain technology for a variety of applications in the football, right? In the soccer fields. Even Messi, the superstar, Lionel Messi, is digging deeper into the blockchain technology. You have great opportunity to put a lot of the stuff like ticketing into the blockchain, secure method of recording data, right? So once it's in the blockchain, it's very secure. It cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. It's immutable. And there's a lot of different applications. For example, the whole betting industry for gambling companies and sport betting industry, putting this secure betting system, making it more legitimate, putting it on the blockchain, football marketing, all kinds of stuff that are possible. You can read the whole article later on, but football getting into the field, and so is our other sports, guys. The blockchain is going to eventually come into a lot of the different sports areas. And finally, those are the news for today, guys. Very exciting developments as usual. And Bitcoin is going up. It's close to reaching $10,000 right now. And this month is going to be awesome months for Bitcoin, and can reach $11,000 and $12,000 this month. And overall, this year is going to be a bullish year for Bitcoin, all the way to 20, 25, or even $30,000 this year for Bitcoin. And Ethereum and Litecoin, all of these, and maybe Bitcoin Cash as well, are going to rise in value due to a variety of factors. Okay, later on today, I'll do a video and share with you the different ways you can use and leverage Bitcoin's Wealth Club and what we have in store for you guys. That'll be later on at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so those were the news today for today's In Crypto show, and I'll see you guys later on in our next live video segments. Hope everybody have a fantastic day, and you're realizing your awesome returns, whether it's trading cryptocurrencies or mining or whatever it is that you're doing with your cryptocurrencies, and leveraging Bitcoin Wealth Club to the fullest. I'll see you guys